Good evening, everyone. Yeah, tomorrow is a big chance for us to prove again and to go back to the good start that we have in the season. Unfortunately, the last match
Track one,
was we were
PCM audio.
far away from what we could do on the pitch in respect of the other games, the way we played, and we know that. But football is quick, and we have to be really focused for tomorrow night. It will be a really tough opponent that we're going to play against, and we have to be ready.
Ciao Alisson.
Hi Alisson, I'm Francesco Rocchi from Rai Sport. Welcome again to Italy. I'd like to ask you about your feelings, what feelings you have coming back here to Italy and to San Siro specifically in a game against Milan. Hi, it's always a pleasure to me coming back to this country. I also come back here on holidays with my family. It's always a lovely and special place to be. I always repeat the same, I love Italy, but tomorrow will be a tough game for us. Before us, there is a great team, a huge club, a historic club. We know that because we know the history of football. We know that when these two teams, Liverpool and AC Milan, they always compete in great finals, and there have been a couple of them in the year 2000s. So for us, it's a pleasure, a full pleasure to play in a game like this tomorrow. We are ready to fight to get our targets. Hi, Alisson, and welcome back to Italy. I'm talking from Corriere dello Sport. Tomorrow it will be also a competition between you, one of the best goalkeepers worldwide, and Maignan, another wonderful goalkeeper. What do you think about Mike Maignan, and how do you classify him in the global standing? Mike Maignan is a great goalkeeper. He's doing incredibly well. And he has been doing so for 3, 4 to 5 years. Since he came here to Milan, he has always played wonderfully, and also with the French national team. He has replaced a great goalkeeper who has been a world champion. And he's doing great. Every time he goes to the pitch, he plays very well. He is a very physical player. He's quick. He has technical skills. He's a very clean player. He's a very good goalkeeper. He is one of the 10 best players worldwide. In terms of quality as a goalkeeper, he has advanced a lot. There are so many good goalkeepers, but he's one of the best. Hi, Alisson. I would like to ask you whether, for you, the atmosphere here in San Siro tomorrow, made of huge supporters, a huge support, will it be a concern for you, the fact that there will be a very warm environment with AC Milan supporters? Well, if you play at a high level like us, like we do, you need to like these kind of settings, these kind of atmospheres with supporters supporting you or going against you. I'm sure that it will be a good occasion, a wonderful opportunity to play football before thousands of people, thousands of AC Milan supporters. We are happy about this opportunity, and at the same time, we need to be ready to do our best. If we really want to win this game, we need to do our very best because we have a wonderful team ahead of us. Italian football is always tough. It's always a problem for English teams to play versus Italian rivals. So we need to be ready.
Well, I could ask you what you make of the new Champions League format generally. There's a lot more games. Does that make it tougher? How demanding is that on players? And also, I wonder what you make of Liverpool's chances generally as potential Champions League winners this season. Can you do that?
I think for the supporters it's amazing. More games, more bigger games, big teams playing against each other. For us players as well is a good thing that you are going to play against the best in Europe, and it's always a good idea to add some games to the calendar that is not busy. I'm being ironic a little bit, but again, we are here to do our job. Sometimes nobody asks the players what they think about adding more games, so maybe our opinion doesn't matter, but everybody knows what we think about that, having more games. Everybody is tired of that, but we have to bring those kind of things on side and stay focused on the big challenge that we have here tomorrow. And if we have a chance, let's see what we're gonna do on the pitch. A lot have changed from the last years from us. We didn't play the Champions League last season, and we are all looking forward to that, to be back to the Champions League, and we're gonna do our best to try to win.
Sì.
Ciao Alisson, Michael Cuomo, Tele Lombardia.
Hi, Alisson,
Ci
Michael
racconti
Cuomo
come
from Tele
è
Lombardia.
entrato
Could you
nello
please tell
spogliatoio
us
del calcio inglese
how
nel Liverpool Federico Chiesa
Federico
e come ha preso
Chiesa
questa
arrived?
prima
What
convocazione,
was
come lo stai vedendo?
his arrival like? How are you seeing him? How do you find him?
Io non ho bisogno di fare una presentazione del
I
calciatore
don't
che-
need to
che-
give you any introduction of Federico Chiesa because he's a wonderful football player. You perfectly know him much better than we do.
Lui ha dimostrato negli ultimi anni la sua
In the past
qualità.
years, he has given proof of his.
Anche ha avuto degli infortuni,
quality.
ha avuto degli momenti
He got injured.
non tanto belli nel
He had some
calcio,
ups and downs.
però il modo
Lately,
con
he had some
cui
bad
lui è
periods,
arrivato a Liverpool
but
mi ha
the
fatto
way he
piacere,
landed
lui
in
è
Liverpool
arrivato con una
was
sorrisa
extremely positive to me.
bellissima sulla
I think
faccia.
that he arrived to our squad with a great smile, a
C'è
huge
molto
smile
entusiasmo
painted
su
on
di
his
lui,
face.
E lui
Everybody's
anche
enthusiastic
è
about
molto
Federico,
contento di avere questa
and he's extremely
possibilità di
happy
giocare
about
per una
having
squadra
this
come
chance of
Liverpool.
playing in
E
our
la sua
squad.
qualità dimostra ogni giorno.
His
Quindi
quality,
siamo,
he shows it every
siamo
time, every
fortunati di
day.
avere un calciatore dal suo livello
We are lucky to count on him.
per puntare e per aiutare la squadra.
He's a top-level player who can help our team.
Buonasera Alisson, Luca Savarese,
Good
Radio
afternoon,
Cross.
Alisson. I'm
Tu,
Luca Savarese
dietro
from
in
Radio
qualche modo hai uno
Cross.
sguardo più privilegiato.
Being a
Qual è la
goalkeeper gives you the
caratteristica
chance to
positiva che ti sta
have
dando
a
Mr.
privileged
Slot?
look on the
Grazie.
whole pitch. So, what is Mr. Slot doing for the team and for the tactics? Well, Mr. Slot has contributed with several positive things.
Tutti noi calciatori che abbiamo lavorato tanto
Obviously,
tempo con Klopp,
all the players who have worked for a long time with Mr. Klopp
un po' di lui sulle nostre
will
caratteristiche.
remember what he
Però
told
il
us, so
mister
our
Slot è
characteristics
arrivato con
will
molto
be
entusiasmo
influenced
e
by Jurgen Klopp also in the
anche con
future.
nuove idee
But
di calcio,
Slot has arrived with a
che non
great
cambia
enthusiasm, with new
tanto
ideas
rispetto
regarding
a
football.
che
Actually,
abbiamo
his
fatto
new
nel
ideas are not
passato.
that different from what we did in the past.
Però lui piace avere la
But
palla,
still,
piace,
Mr. Slot loves to
fare
make ball
le
possession.
creazioni
He loves
più
to
dal basso,
create
dal portiere fino alla
occasions,
porta avversaria.
starting in the defense, starting from the very goalkeeper, so
Ci permette
starting
di
from
giocare
myself,
qualche palla
till
in
arriving
due,
to the
se
other pitch, to the
la
other goal.
partita
And this
si
will
ha
give
bisogno
us
sulla partita,
chances.
però piace molto
I
che
think that
nel palleggio piace
we
molto
like this thing of making ball possessions, of making
della-
passes.
della vicinità dei calciatori.
We like
dentro
to
campo,
play close to
dei
each other.
movimenti,
We like the movements
e poi
Mr. Slot
ci
wants
lascia
us to
libero
make.
anche per
And
essere
he also
creativo dentro
gives us
campo.
freedom to be
È uno che
whatever
lavora
player
molto,
we
molto
like to be.
il
He
suo
works
staff
a
anche
lot
lavora
on
molto
his staff,
e ci ha portato
and his staff
molto
works a lot as well.
entusiasmo
So
sulla
I think
squadra
that
e-
with
e
Mr. Slot's arrival, we have always been, and we have all been, sorry, very enthusiastic, and we rely on the fact that we can do a good job this season.
please.
Hi, Alisson. Sorry. Does not being in the Champions League last year make you appreciate it even more? Do you feel as though you and your teammates in the club as a whole belong in this competition?
Yes, imagine something that you really like to do and you stay without doing it for 1 year. How looking forward you would be for doing that thing again. So that's the way we feel. That's playing the Champions League was one of the reasons that I came here in Europe from Brazil. So not being able to play the last season was really hard. But here we are again after a really good season of us qualifying for the Champions League in a really difficult league that is the Premier League. So we are looking forward for that, for this beginning.
One at the back and then the last one here.
Ciao, buonasera, Maurizio Cardone, Radio Latte
Hi, my name
Miele.
is Maurizio Cardoni
Domani
from
affrontate un avversario,
Radio Latte
il
Miele.
Milan,
Tomorrow
che
you are
non ha
going
avuto
to
un avvio,
face a rival
molto lineare, non
that
bene nelle
hasn't
prime tre
started
partite,
that
poi
well,
una
not in a
vittoria
linear
netta,
way,
sabato col Venezia.
not very well in the
In
first
virtù di
games,
questo ti
then
chiedo,
a
è
net
stato difficile
victory,
studiare
a net
questo
winning
avversario, se c'è
in
qualcosa che ti
Venice
ha colpito, che ti ha
against Venice
colpito
on
in
last
questo nuovo
weekend.
Milan di
So
Fonseca.
have you studied this new rival? Is there something that impacts you with this new AC Milan? Well, we have always been impressed by the high quality of this squad. You cannot just take a look at the last results, because the quality of AC Milan is there, is still there, and the quality of its player too. We know that tomorrow will be a wholly different game. It's a Champions League game. There will be the full motivation of players, of supporters, so it will be a completely different story. And tomorrow the situation will be very much different from what we have studied so far regarding AC Milan. We are focused on what we need to do, on our tactics, on our strategy on the pitch, and that's it. We really want to do a great job tomorrow. We want to perform greatly, not like we did against Nottingham Forest. And tomorrow we will have the chance to prove that we are still standing, and we want to start very well this competition.
Alisson, just to follow up on player welfare and the volume of games, you say no one asks the players. So I thought I'd ask you, what do you think is the appropriate amount of football for a top player to be playing in a season? Is it 50 games? Is it 40 games? And what competitions, or what would you drop from the calendar to make more room?
I think this is not only a question that I should answer here. Okay, the number is 30 or the number is 40, but it's a matter to sit down all together and listen all the parts, because we understand that we have the side of the media from TVs, we have the side from the UEFA, from the FIFA, from Premier League, from the domestic competitions. We are not stupid. We understand that, and we understand that people want games. People want more games. But the reasonable thing would be all these sides that I mentioned, all the people who are responsible for making the calendar, organizing the calendar, to sit together and to listen all the parts, inclusive the players. I think so many players have spoken already about that, and we just need to be listened, and that's what we would like to do, to sit together and to understand what is the thinking of the directions that football wants to go, and not only adding games, adding competition, adding this, adding that. At the end is only what we want is giving our best for the football. If you are tired, you cannot compete in a high level. What I want is giving my best in all the games that I play. But we need a solution for that, and doesn't look like we are close to a good solution for the football's sake and for the players' sake.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.